welcome to Breathe Yoga. My name is Ashley Mann, and today I'm going to be your host as we travel through a yoga sequence to open up across the chest and the heart. So I'd like for you to go ahead and find yourself in a standing position in Tadasana or mountain pose. So feet about hips distance apart, and just rock forward and backward on the feet until you feel like you're rooted in either side of your feet, your big toe, your pinky toe, and either side of your heel, and put a little bend in your knees, and just take a moment to feel your body. You can close your eyes if that works for you, and if your eyes are closed, you'll notice that your body just kind of shifts side to side on its own to find its equilibrium. So just assessing your energy today, how you feel as you stand here, where you're holding tension. Go ahead and inhale and shrug your shoulders up. And exhale, roll them down and back. Notice if you have those little crunchies around your shoulder blades. Again, inhale, lifting through the shoulders. Exhaling, rolling down and back. And this time we're going to take a cleansing breath. A big breath in. Open your mouth. Exhale, let go. From here, turn your palms forward, reaching some energy down toward the earth. Engage through the core, put a little bend in the knees, and just take a moment here in Tadasana or mountain pose to feel the strength and the warmth start to build through the body. So think about lifting up through the crown of the head rather than pressing the chin forward. And I'm going to go ahead and just close my eyes here, and we're going to focus on our breath. And breathing in and out of the nose. Couple more rounds of breath here, letting the belly expand. One more breath. And now just take a moment to set an intention for your movement, your practice today. Try to relax through your toes, your jaw. And remembering to be where you are on your mat, doing what your body needs. From here, take your hands behind your back, wrap your right hand around your left wrist, making a butterfly wing. Relax the shoulders down and back. Take a breath in, and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And just take a moment here to feel the left side of the neck. If you need a little bit more, you can turn your chin down toward your shoulder, looking toward the corner of the mat, breathing. One more breath. Slowly lift the chin first, then inhale the head back to neutral position. Change the butterfly wing to the opposite side. Relax the shoulders down and back. Big breath in. And exhale, dropping the ear to the shoulder. And just notice which side of the neck has more tension, checking down into the trapezius, the top of the shoulder. Keep the jaw relaxed. Notice if you're scrunching your toes or locking out your knees, and then slowly drop the chin toward the shoulder if you need just a little bit more. Looking to the corner of the mat, or the eyes can be closed here if that feels good to you. One more breath. Slowly lift the chin, and then inhale the head neutral position, releasing the hands. Big sweep of the arms up, big breath in. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, flat back, hinging at the hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to here, and just let your body hang for a moment. Kind of rock through the feet. Just let gravity pull on the shoulders, the head. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, making an L shape with the body. And you can take your hands to your shins or your quads, the front of the leg, if you need a little support. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. If you're tight, widen the feet or put a bigger bend in the knees. We're going to take two more like this. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, hinging at the hips, bending the knees, relaxing. Inhale, halfway, lengthening the spine, belly strong, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time like this. Inhale, sweep the arms up, exaggerate the space. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, inhale all the way up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. The next time we're going to stay in our forward fold. Big breath in. Exhale, lead with the heart. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale this time, bend your knees quite a lot, letting your ribs, your belly rest on the quads. Shift the weight forward into the toes, just let gravity pull on the spine. And if it feels good to you, you can bend your elbows, wrap your hands around your elbows, let your body sway side to side. From here, if you want a little bit more, you can take your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingers, let your fists fall forward. And then slowly make a circle with your head clockwise, counterclockwise. Shake your head yes to listening to your body. Shake your head no to forcing your body to do something it doesn't want today. And let's take a big breath in. Open your mouth. Exhale, let it go. Now slowly release the hands to the earth. Bend the knees quite a lot. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Step back to plank position, top of a push-up. Belly's nice and strong here. And if you need to today, go ahead and drop to the knees behind the hips. So on this first one, I'll just drop the knees, belly's nice and strong. I want you to think about warming up the core here. So looking out in front of you to a focal point, pulling the core up and in. Couple more rounds of breath here. And then slowly exhale, lower down. Elbows are snug to the body. Inhale, scoop up to low cobra. So low cobra, you're just engaging through the back muscles. Squeeze your glutes, your booty. Pull the elbows back to the wall behind you. And then lift the hands, and that'll let you know if you're utilizing the muscles rather than pressing yourself up. Now from here, exhale, lower down. And we're going to shift back to a child's pose. Big toes touching, knees apart. And just taking a moment here to work out any tension through the hips. So rocking side to side. Couple more breaths. Press into the hands. Use the hands to walk yourself up so you're in tabletop position, bringing the knees under the hips. Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Curl the toes under, lifting the tailbone up and back, making an upside down V with the body, and then pedaling through the feet. Now from here, inhale the right foot up behind you into a three-legged dog, flexing the foot. Bend the knee, turn the hip open to the right side wall, and then maybe make circles with that ankle, spread through the toes. Try to keep your shoulders square. Slowly turn that hip back to the earth, extend through the foot, take a breath in, and as you exhale, stepping through crescent lunge. Pressing through the front heel, inhale, rise up. And relax your shoulders. Pull the right hip back, left hip presses forward. We're going to go ahead and open up the chest here. So take a breath in. As you exhale, pull the elbows down and back, engaging through the shoulders, through the back muscles, pressing the heart forward, but not so much that you're arching through the low back. So you want to protect the low back. If you're arching, pull up through the core so you have length in the lumbar spine. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, inhale up, bring your hands through heart center, bringing your hands to the earth, stepping the right foot back to meet the left, plank position. This time I'm going to stay in a full plank. Feel free to drop to the knees if you need to. Exhale, lower down. As you do, shift forward on the toes just a bit. Elbows are snug to the body. Inhale, scoop up. This time taking a high cobra, shoulders down and back. Squeeze your glutes, press the tops of your feet into the floor. And as you exhale, lower down slowly. Press to the knees, curl the toes under, pressing back, downward facing dog. As you are ready, inhale the left foot up behind you, flexing the foot. Bend your knee and then slowly turn that hip open. Remember, one side of the body may feel a little different than the other, so just go to the place that feels good to you, circling through the ankles, spreading through the toes. Slowly turn that hip back down. Extend through the heel, take a breath. And as you exhale, step forward, crescent lunge, lightly placing that foot down. Inhale, rise up. Eyes on a focal point because this is a balance pose. So if you feel wobbly side to side, make sure you have at least hips distance between your feet. Big breath in. Exhale, pulling the elbows down and back into cactus arms, spread through the fingers. Think about energy circulating through the arms. Everything is working. Try to relax your toes, keeping your eye on a focal point. On your next exhale, lift. Slowly bring the hands through heart center. Bring your hands to the earth, stepping back, plank position. Exhale, lower down with control, and inhale, scoop up. Shoulders down and back, navel to spine. Exhale down, press to your knees. Curling the toes under, downward facing dog. Now, you can stay here if this feels good to you. If you need a child's pose and need to recenter, feel free to take a child's pose. If you want a little bit more, follow me. Inhale, right foot up. As you exhale, pull the knee into the forehead, round out through the spine, press onto the left toes. Inhale back. Exhale, pull forward. Inhale, press back. Exhale, pull forward. Wherever you are, inhale the right foot up and exhale, step forward, warrior one. Back heel turns down. Inhale, rising up, shoulders relaxed. So I want you to check in with a couple things here. If that knee is pressing in, line it up with your second, third toe. Squeeze your thighs. You'll feel the back glutes engaged. Breathe. Relaxing through the shoulders. Moving into pyramid pose. On your next exhale, take your hands behind you, wrapping your hands around your wrist or your elbows, pulling the shoulder blades together, straighten the front leg. So think about pulling the heart straight forward rather than turning the body open. Take a breath in and slowly exhale, hinging into that right hip. Try not to lock out the front knee. Eye looks out in front of you. Think about pulling forward through the heart rather than rounding out. A couple more rounds of breath here. You should feel a really yummy stretch all the way down the back of that right leg. Keeping the shoulder blades pulled together. Now slowly bend into the knee. Bring the hands to the earth. We're going to walk our hands back toward our left foot. So we're in a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, forward fold, keeping the fingertips in the same direction as the toes. If your elbows are bent quite a lot, go ahead and pull the elbows in so they're in line with the shoulders, and feel free to walk those hands back as far as it feels good to you, actively pressing your hands into the earth, and that will allow you to pull the crown of the head toward the floor. Breathe. One more breath here. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat so you're in a lunge. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Now take that left hand to the center of the mat for sidearm balance, opening the body up. You can stack the feet here. If you need to, drop the bottom knee. Use that support if that's what you need today. Wherever you are, take a breath in. Exhale, reach the fingers underneath the space you've created with the left arm. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale, rise one more time. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, rise, and hold. Now slowly, without falling, just try to bring that right hand to the earth. Finding your way back to plank position, you can drop to the knees. You can skip the vinyasa and press back to straight back to downward dog if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and lower down, keeping the elbows snug. And inhale, scoop up, shoulders down and back. Exhale down. Press to the knees, curling the toes under, downward facing dog. Let's take a cleansing breath. If you have built up energy in the body, big breath in. Exhale, let go. Now from here, feel free to take that child's pose. Feel free to stay in downward facing dog. If you want more, inhale, left foot up behind you. As you exhale, pull knee into forehead. Round out through the spine, press onto the right toes. Inhale, press back. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, pressing back. Exhale, pull in. Wherever you are, inhale, left foot up. And exhale, stepping forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Back heel turns down, press through the front heel. Inhale, rise, relax your shoulders, breathe. Couple more breaths here. Checking in with that front knee. Make sure you're not pressing that knee in toward the big toe. On your next exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Wrap your hands around your wrist or your elbows, pulling the shoulder blades together to open up across the heart, straighten the front leg. Big breath. And exhale, hinge into the hip. Now one side may feel a little different than the other. That's normal. Try not to scrunch up those toes. Pull forward through the heart. One more breath. Bend into the knee, bring the hands to the earth. Walk the hands back toward the right foot so we're back in that wide-legged forward fold. Now from here we're going to take ninja stretch. So you're going to walk your hands over to the right foot. As you do, shift the weight into the right heel so that left leg is long, and you want to sink your tailbone toward the earth. So just going to the place that feels good to you. You can bring the hands up, make it a balance pose. You can point the toes of the foot if you're on the heel. Breathe. One more breath. Bring your hands to the earth. Press into the hands, roll onto the ball of the right foot. Lift the tailbone and start to walk to the left heel and press down. One side may be a little different than the other. That's okay. Breathe. If you're taking the balance pose, try to lift that chest up and lengthen through the spine. Rather than shrugging the shoulders up, roll them down and back. One more breath. Bring your hands to the earth. Walk back to center. Turn the toes to the corners of the room. Bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen. Bring the hands to the hips. And from here, we're going to sink down into the heels. Bring the palms up into that cactus arm pose, bringing goddess pose into our practice. Maybe sink a little lower if you want a little bit more. One more breath here. Press through the heels, standing. Take the hands behind the back. Press the hands toward the earth. Big breath in, and slowly exhale, forward fold. And again, if it feels good to you, you can make a circle with the head clockwise, counterclockwise. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Big breath in. Exhale, let go. Slowly bring the hands to the earth. Inhale, lengthen, walk the hands to the front of the mat so you're in a lunge. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Taking that right hand to the center of the mat, side arm balance. Big breath in. Exhale, reach the left fingertips back through the space you've created with the right arm. Again, inhale, lift up through that top hip. Exhale, reach back. One more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale up, hold. And now slowly bring the left hand to the earth. Try not to fall. Plank position. As you're ready, bring the knees to the earth. Shift back, child's pose. I'm going to take a big round of breath in. Exhale, let go.
Give your wrist a little love here, especially from your sidearm balance. So if you feel a lot of pressure in the wrist when you're in sidearm balance or downward facing dog, you want to make sure that you're pressing into the finger pads as well as the heels of the hands, and then lift some energy up out of the hands rather than trying to put all of the weight in the wrists. One more breath here. Begin to press through the hands, walking yourself up into a seated position. And from here, we're going to move into bound angle or Baddha Konasana. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. The closer the heels are to the body, the more intense this will be in the inner thighs. Relax your shoulders down and back. Lift up through the heart center. Take a breath in. And exhale, press the knees down toward the earth. If you want a little bit more here, think about pulling your heart forward rather than rounding out through the spine. You can change the placement of the hands wherever that feels good to you. And now just let your body round out, bringing your chin toward your chest. Open your feet up like a book. Press the elbows into the legs. Now slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let your head be the very last thing that stacks on your shoulders. Big breath in. Exhale, let go. Now from here, if you have time, I would like for you to go ahead and find your way into Shavasana. So Shavasana, you're just going to bring the hips toward the heels, lying straight back, extending the legs out, palms are up. And it's good to spend at least 5 minutes here in this pose, just letting your body melt into the earth, giving your body an opportunity to just be heavy, your mind to rest, and just focus on the breath. So just take a moment to let your body sink into the earth, allowing your eyes to be heavy. Relax your jaw, put a little space in between your teeth. If your tongue is pressing hard into the roof of your mouth, relax your tongue. And if you feel like you need to wiggle any energy out to be more comfortable, take a moment to do that. Now, using the breath, begin at the crown of the head, and with each exhale, try to let go a little bit more. Moving from the crown of the head down to the neck, a breath in, and exhale, let go of any tension. Another round of breath in. Relaxing through the shoulders, the arms, the hands as you exhale. Take your mind to the trunk of your body. Big breath. Let your back and your hips melt into the earth. And now traveling down the legs with the breath. Inhale. Allow the backs of the legs, the heels to melt. Follow me. Go ahead and just create some movement through the wrists, the ankles, through the fingers, the toes. Extend the hands over the head, stretch from head to toe. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, roll to your right side to take a transitional moment between mindfulness and awareness, just in a comfortable position for your body. And as you're here, take a moment of gratitude for your body and all that it does for you each day. Begin to press through your hands rather than lifting your body with your neck, and find your way into a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, hands palm up on the knees. And from here, we're going to close our practice using our breath with a mantra, let it go. So just repeat that to yourself as it feels natural to you. Inhale, sweep the hands up, big breath in. Exhale, hands through heart center. Again, inhaling. And exhaling. One more time like this, big breath in. Exhale through heart center. And one final cleansing breath. Reach the hands to the sky, exaggerate the space, fill the body with air. Open your mouth, sigh, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me on Breathe Yoga. From a place of light within me, I honor and salute the light within you. Namaste.